Hello, welcome to another MCO NXT unboxing video. So if you have watched previous unboxing videos here about these games from the series Why Physical Games Still Matter, then you know that these are not normal unboxing videos. It's not like just we take a look inside and are happy that we find something. No, we combine them with a discussion and reflections on digital culture, combined with a little bit of nostalgia. And today we are unboxing Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. And to me, it's a bit like a physical box from a digital future about a physical past, which is super interesting because it's 1988 in that game. Neon Tokyo, vending machines, payphones, and so on, and cash is king, and back in the day, and everything feels more physical. And it's a world full of weight, texture, presence. And I was born in that year. I was born in 1988. So that's why it's a bit meaningful to me. I've never played it, and I am looking forward to actually playing it, trying it. But again, I've never played it, and it's only a game keycard. So what's the point of unboxing? Well, I wanted to have something here in my hand while talking to you about this. Because, I'm holding this game, Yakuza 0, in my hand. It's a physical copy. Physical. It's not really physical because it's just a box basically with a code inside and the card, but there's nothing on the card. It's a bit weird. But here the contrast comes in. Yeah, the contrast hits because while the game takes place in a world where everything had substance, well, what I'm holding actually doesn't. Right? That's what the game keycard is. Nothing, basically. So let's talk a little bit about these game keycards while I get the plastic off. So basically, you open the box, right? We did that. On the other games like Street Fighter 6, for example, is also a game key card. You see it there on the camera. There is a cartridge, but there's nothing on there. Yeah, no software. It's just a code that you have to use online. And there is a card, but it doesn't contain the game. Just the right to download it. And then you have obviously that sticker to scratch the code off in there. So it feels a bit like topping up a prepaid SIM card or something. But yeah, you're unboxing a memory of something that isn't even there. It's a piece of plastic. But is there anything inside? Well, not much, right? You just have the card and then you download it when... Actually, there's nothing to rub off, right? There wasn't a Street Fighter, but I think that might have not been the actual game. I think there was just some accessories or extras, I don't know. But here it's just the card, but it's an illusion because it's not actually the game on there. There's no data on that cartridge, just like it just triggers the download, so it's a bit weird. But yeah, this is where the irony, in my opinion, kicks in. Yakuza 0 is all about physicality, like the game, yeah? Not the cartridge, not the card. The game, street fights, and cash raining from bodies and paying with your fists, and it's a time where everything was physical, not digital. And yet here we are, we're unboxing a game about physical life through a completely non-physical delivery system. That's very weird. There's a bit of poetry to that, but also a bit of sadness, in my opinion, where things are going in digital culture, in the gaming industry. But why did I buy it anyway? Because I wanted to hold it. I want to have the box. Because I grew up in a time, like probably many of you as well, where, a game came in a box and games were bigger. At least the cartridges were. And that box always meant something. It did. And I'm serious about that because part of me still believes in the ritual, even if the content, you could say, has moved on, and the delivery has moved on as well. But the act of just, I don't know, having this, like a physical card, and then you still have to download it feels ridiculous. But we want things, as people, as humans, we want things to be ours. But more and more, we're basically only renting them. Now, okay, I bought this, but still, it's just basically a code that I bought. So, but everywhere in life, basically, more and more you get into subscription models and things like that. So you're renting things. But the game itself, I'm looking forward to it because people told me, and I did read about it and watched videos, it's theatrical, right? It's stylish, it's emotional, it lets you kind of dance between brutal street fights and emotional breakdowns without missing a beat. It's kind of storytelling in a way that I think probably feels grounded. I haven't tested it, but it probably will do, human and physical. It's everything the game card isn't, and maybe that's why it's so that's the irony of it. Now, unboxing a game, it always means something to me. But unboxing a game like that makes you actually realize how strange our relationship to ownership has become, I think. We still want to have the box. I do, okay? I still want that moment, but the game we're getting actually lives somewhere else in the digital space. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's just where we are currently in the industry. But it's quite funny holding a game set in my birth year, in a city full of arcades and cash and so on. Yeah, I just find it quite funny. So yeah, I wanted to just talk a little bit about that. I mean, nothing special about unboxing this one. Maybe you think it's a bit ridiculous what I talk about, but hey, you know, I've grown up in an age where, in a time where it was completely normal to have a physical game, and it's just something that will probably disappear at some point, which is a bit sad. But we find that in other areas of life as well, right? They more and more it's going away from ownership more and more to renting, and yeah, maybe that's just where we are. But I'm not quite comfortable with that. But yeah. It's like you buy a physical game about 1988 and then there's nothing inside, which is a bit ridiculous. But hey, you know, just want to talk a little bit about that. These unboxing videos about the games are just sort of kind of reflections, my own thoughts about why it still matters to have physical games. And let me know what you think. And I hope you subscribe to the channel if you want more reflections, more videos, games, tests on the game, about the games and so on, tests about accessories, tests of accessories, and we'll not only talk about the Switch 2 here on this channel, but I mean that's at the moment the hot topic. So yeah, other topics are going to be discussed as well, other consoles, tech, AI, all sorts of stuff. Thanks so much. Bye bye.